And then, of course, everybody know Code 45 and 268. Baby, that's all we need. We can go to the park after dark, smoking that tumbleweed. Ayy, as the marijuana burn, we can take our turns, singing them dirty rap songs. Stop and hit the bone like Cheech and Chong and tell takes from here to Hong Kong. Now roll your blunt. Take out the seeds and stems. Feeling high as hell, riding through Palmdale, sitting on dating rims. Man, come on, man. How can you not enjoy freaking Afro Man?
Oh, dude, Afro Man is the greatest.
Hey, blast off, I can talk my ass off. Hey, smoke you what you seen and I'll tell you what I saw. Hollywood, what you think and I'll tell you what I thought. And we can talk about it all when we here on Trash Talk. Hey.
What's going on, everybody? We're back with another episode of the Trash Talkers podcast.
We made it.
We made it, Smoke.
Yeah, we did.
How art thou?
Oh, I'm doing great. How are you?
I am doing very well myself.
Sweet.
Thanksgiving just passed. I'm still eating leftovers. Shout out to the leftover gang out there who's still eating leftovers 17 days later. Or however long it is. But,
Yeah.
Dude, I will eat leftovers until there ain't no more leftovers to eat.
Yeah, that's the way you're supposed to do it, to tell you the truth. Unless you're one of those people that just skip like weeks and then you look at it in the refrigerator, it's got mold and you're like,
I'm still eating it. I'm picking
scrape that mold off there.
Yeah, dang right. Dude, last night I ate so many leftovers. My stomach was completely full, and it's like, all right, we can't take another bite. And I'm taking another bite. It's like, all right, one more, and it's coming up. And I'm like,
the dots are full.
One more bite of broccoli casserole might not hurt anything. And I'm like, yeah. And I was like, screw it, dude. Screw it, man.
The workers are standing at the dock. You just keep backing trucks in, and they're like, we don't have any more room.
Go home.
Sometimes they just send it straight out the other side. Like, just keep it moving.
Oh, no, it wasn't even processed. It wasn't even processed in my stomach.
Right
it's
back.
like, yeah, we ain't coming out the back end. We coming out the front end, man.
Yeah.
No, man, Thanksgiving was cool. Got time to hang out with the family, got some work done. I was under the weather for a little bit, but feeling better, and now we're back doing the podcast.
Absolutely.
Shout out to the Trash Talkers.
Yeah.
So, as usual, guys, again, leave your comment. The top 3 comments get read on the podcast, and also, guys, leave your birthday, just the month and the day, and we read we read what the Florida on what happened on your birthday. So leave your birthday, just a month and the day, down in the comment section, and we will read what crazy things happened on your birthday
in Florida.
100%. You ready to read these top 3 comments from last podcast?
Yeah.
Let's see. All right. Top 3 comments from last podcast. We got, all right, shout out Anthony V 1719. Anthony V 1719, shout out to you. Anthony V 1719 says they have never reviewed The Pretenders. Chrissy Hind, icon and Rock and Roll Hall of Fame, one of the coolest, sexiest, and most talented. Easy. Top 3. Get on the ball, boys.
That is a good idea. I know of The Pretenders. I know I got brass in pocket. No, I can't stop it.
Don't sound like you know it that well.
Yeah, I don't know all the words, but I do know that's a pretty good song. Yeah.
Gotcha. Number 2 most liked comment from that particular podcast, the last podcast, is from Cirrus Acton. Cirrus Acton says Rob Halford, Judas Priest, Jeff Tate from Queensryche, and Bruce Dickinson, Iron Maiden, are my top 3 from the 80s. All of them are still performing today.
Would you consider them really? I mean, of course, they were still doing it in the 80s, but they all came out in the 70s with the emergence of metal.
Yeah, but I would say their height.
Probably the biggest were in the 80s.
Was in the 80s, if I had to say.
I wouldn't doubt that.
The number 1 most liked comment from that particular podcast comes from Heathen AF. He's heathen as Heathen AF says the words. Oh my gosh! Shout out to you, Heathen AF, because he says the words "Chinese Democracy" is my favorite Guns N' Roses album. Were spoken for the very first time in history on this podcast. Yes,
might have been. Yeah.
If you ask me, I'm sorry. My favorite Guns N' Roses album is Chinese Democracy, and apparently Heathen AF agrees with me.
Well, most people are gonna say Appetite for Destruction or Use Your Illusion, of course, but you somehow got attached to Chinese Democracy.
I love Chinese Democracy. Great album, great album. But today, guys, we are talking about our top 3 favorite concerts or shows that we have been to.
Yeah, absolutely.
And we've been to quite we've been
Yes.
to come on, help me out.
Quite a few concerts.
Yes,
we've been to a literal ton of concerts.
We have. And so narrowing it down to our top 3 was kind of hard, but I think I got my list. I don't know what Smokey's is, but I think I have mine.
It was so hard to narrow it down to 3 that I picked my top 3, but I also have some others that I just have to bring up because they were so formative in my life.
What, like your honorable mentions?
Yes, honorable mentions. Yeah, I got like 3 or 4 honorable mentions to go along with the 3.
Okay. Does that mean I start first then and tell you what my first one is, and then you go to yours, or do you want to go first?
Yeah, let's do that, and then we'll run through the honorable mentions at the end.
All right, so you want me to go first?
Yeah, definitely.
All right, so and again, I'm going from least to best. All right, so it's hard to even say my least because this isn't really a concert, but down here in Atlanta we have something called Music Midtown.
Yeah, festivals count because I use festivals also. Yes.
All right, so one of the best festivals I went to was in Atlanta, and it was Music Midtown, and they had one of my favorite rappers ever, Gucci Mane. They had one of my favorite rappers ever, rest in peace, Pimp C. They had T.I., Lil Wayne, and Young Jeezy.
Oh, yeah. Some of those names are going to be mentioned more than once.
Dude, when I went to this Music Midtown, I want to say I was with Mama Six, but man, and shout out to Mama Six because Mama Six just likes music. Like, and she's an ATLian. She loves Atlanta-ish. You know, she reps her city just like me and Smokey do. We rep our city. But when I went to go see this concert, dude, it's like, I'm sitting back and I'm like, wait a minute, Pimp C's on? And then this was right, but see, I could go into like some lore because Gucci Mane and Young Jeezy, they have a hatred towards each other. If y'all know, you know, but this was like when So Icy, they had a song together.
They were still working together.
Yeah, they did one song together and they actually performed, and I'm like, wait a minute. Pimp C came out and just did, because this is right when he came home from jail. And I'm like, damn, Pimp C's out. And then Gucci Mane did his song. I think he did, in my black tee. In my black tee. He did that. And then he did another one. And then he did and brought Young Jeezy out. And then Young Jeezy did a few of his solo sets. And then he bought Boys in the Hood. Boys in the Hood sell anything for profit. 9 on the 5 on the corner clock. And then T.I. came out. And then, you know, Lil Wayne came out. And I think Ludacris was there too. But then Pimp C has a song with Jeezy. Has a song with T.I., and then they came out and did it. I'm like, dude, this is a freaking... Why? Because Music Midtown is free, right?
Is it free?
I think it was free when we
I've only been to one of Music Midtowns, and of course I didn't pay for it, so I didn't know if you needed tickets or not. I've been to so many concerts that I never paid for.
Well, yeah, you were...
you know, with festivals and things like that, it's like, I don't know how much it would cost to get in here.
I mean, you worked for, like, the Juggalos and Psychopathic Records, so you got a lot of those. But I remember being there, and I'm like, dude, they all came on stage, and I'm like... I am witnessing my rap royalty right now. Like, and it was just so dope. I'm over there partying by myself. Mama Six over there. She got her, you know, them big ass daiquiri things.
Oh yeah, she's the big, really long.
Yeah, she's drinking hers. I'm over there just turning up, man. Like, man, that was a good time in my life because it took multiple of my favorite rap artists to come out, you know, in my city, who were all from my city except Pimp C, and just put on a good show that was, you know, delightful to see to all the ATLians. And to me, that's my top 3.
Do you remember what All of those are your top 3? That's your whole list?
No. That's just that one
that's
concert.
Number 3.
That's number 3. That one concert. That
Do
one
you remember
concert.
what year that was?
Jesus, was it 2000? It was right when I got out of high school, or I might have still been a senior. It might have been 2005, 2000.
It's about that time, right?
It was either 2004, 2005,
So Icy
2006.
was out, yeah.
It was right during that.
Somewhere in there.
Yeah. But that one, dude, that was one of those ones where it's just like, listen, man, this was turned up. And my mama might have not. Of course, I'm tripping, man. My mama knew all these songs. She over there turning up with me. And I'm like, Mama, let me get a sip of that old daiquiri. She's like, yeah, sure. Nope. Man, shout out Mama Six, man.
Yeah.
What you got? What's your number 3?
My number 3 is actually the Hot 107.9 birthday bash.
Again from Atlanta.
2008.
Ooh, good year in hip-hop of Atlanta.
Dude, this featured T.I., Kanye West, Young Jeezy, Ludacris, Shawty Low, The Game, Plies, and Soulja Boy. We got to see all of them in one night.
That's why I feel the same way when I saw my music mix now. It's like you've seen all these, like,
Yes, exactly. It's like iconicism. Every single person on the lineup is just an icon in the industry.
Yes.
And getting to see them all back to back to back. I was actually in the Aaron's, it was the Aaron's booth, the suites, the suites, and it was in Phillips Arena. And I actually got to stay in there, which it doesn't make for the best viewing being that far away. But it was much more comfortable than being crammed in down at the bottom.
See, that's where I was. I'm wanting to turn up. I want drinks to be thrown on me. I want to throw some bowls.
I got a few of them like that on the list.
Yeah, I want to turn up. But that's one of those concerts where, again, it's similar to mine, to where it's like, you're seeing not only rappers that we admire from Atlanta, but you got Kanye West. You got these artists that are up and coming that are huge icons now, and it's like this is like the growth period of when they first, you know what I'm talking about?
Yeah, that's when Atlanta was on top of the music scene.
We still are.
And the thing about Music Midtown, though, it's not all hip hop.
No,
there is artists of every genre at Music Midtown.
That's so crazy you say that, because I remember one of the reasons my mom wanted to go to that particular Music Midtown was because of Hootie and the Blowfish.
Oh, really?
She loved Hootie and the Blowfish. And I'm like, listen, I don't know who Hootie is, but I know that song, Let Her Cry. And that was if her heels fall down like rain, let her go. Man, I was jamming, man.
Dude, they were so big back in the day. I remember I was in like middle school, and they were just every song on the radio. Like, there'd be like 5 Hootie songs in a day that would come on.
It's so funny because everybody thought the black dude's name in the group was Hootie.
Yeah. Remember that Key and Peele skit?
Yeah.
Yeah, it was Key and Peele. And they were all there to see. It was when Darius went solo, and they're like, "We're here to see Hootie," and he comes out and he's like, "I am Darius Rucker," and they're like, "No, it's
You're
Hootie. Hootie." He's like, "I'm not Hootie."
My name is Darius Rucker, dang it.
Exactly.
They're
just like, "No, you're Hootie.
You're Hootie." And that, I mean, do you think that's a negative connotation for him, where he's like, before you were Darius Rucker, you were Hootie?
I don't know. He probably tried to shake that, like, if I'm gonna be without the band, I gotta get my name out.
Separate
there,
myself.
So, yeah.
I
People
jammed.
still called him Hootie.
I jammed Hootie and the Blowfish, man. Shout out Darius Rucker. All right, so my number 2 most liked concert that I went to. This was actually a recent one, Smoked Out.
Okay.
Tool.
I knew that was coming.
It was Tool, dude.
See, I put them on my honorable mention, but I knew you were going to say them at some point.
Here's where my brain goes. It's because we had Tool Tuesday. We had MJK Tuesday. So we were actually invited, or were we invited?
Yes.
Who invited us?
Why do you guys?
Okay, my bad. Man. But we were invited to.
Oh, come on! Now the person who did it's gonna be so broken.
We doing 1,000 names. Shout out to you. You know who you are.
Yeah, we'd have to go back and. Oh, damn!
God no.
That's pretty horrible.
Listen, you know who you are. But either way, for you to invite us to go see Tool, we were. Damn it! Didn't we meet up with Haster and them?
We did. Yeah.
we met up with Haster and her husband. Shout out to
Yes.
Haster and her husband, because when we drove from Atlanta to Florida, and I remember it was an experience. Like, we've heard so many Tool songs, we've done so many reactions, so many Maynard's reactions, and we're like, dude, they're literally one state away from us. So me and Smokey was like, you know what? Let's go. So we get in our little truck. He shows up at 5 o'clock, and actually, there's a video on our YouTube channel where we did it.
We documented the whole thing.
Yeah, we vlogged the entire thing, and I wanted to prank Smokey. I wanted to be like, because Smokey knows I hate getting up early in the morning, and I was like, look, it's 5 o'clock. I'm gonna get back in bed and pretend like he's like, man, you ain't awake or nothing yet, man.
Exactly.
But no, we got in the truck. We drove all the way to Florida, and we saw every RV we saw go by. We were like, "Oh, that's them! That's them! That's them! That's them!" So, but when we got there, dude, it was like we were around a bunch of Maynards. Shout out Shane.
Absolutely.
A bunch of Maynards, and people recognized us like, "Hey, you guys are the trash talkers," And we were there, and we were like, "Okay, it's cool to meet all the trash talkers. It's cool to meet everyone, but we want to see what this show is about." Literally. This is something I will never forget. When we sat in our seats, the lights went off and the smoke went up.
Yeah.
And it was just like, okay, enjoy it. And Fear
Yeah.
Inoculum was one of my favorite Tool albums. It's
it
not
was mostly Fear Inoculum.
Yeah, it's not one of Smokey's favorite, but it was one of mine.
Yeah.
And it was just like finally being able to see this band, see, these artists that we've dedicated a day to, and just see how well they perform. It's like, god dang, it gets no better than that, dude.
Yeah,
Like,
it
to
was
me,
an
that
experience.
has a special part in my heart.
Oh yeah, I get it. And like I said, that was my honorable mention. So another one, this was actually a festival also. It was from The Gathering, but since there's 100 artists that play there, I picked out my second favorite performance I've ever seen at The Gathering.
Let me guess.
Okay.
Is Tech Nine on here?
Nah.
All right.
I've seen Tech Nine 100 times. Like, it's definitely my favorite rapper of all time, but not
Better
my
than
favorite single performance of all time.
Tech Nine's better than Eminem in your opinion?
They're kind of like 1A and 1B, to tell you the truth.
So who's the better rapper? Tech Nine or Eminem?
Oh man, it depends.
No, just give me one. No, yeah.
I'm good. Man.
No.
I want to say Tech Nine, but really it's a tie. It really is.
Okay. Trash talkers, watch this. Who is better, Tech Nine or Eminem?
That's too hard to say.
Well, all right, so is Eminem better than Tech Nine?
Not necessarily. I mean, they're both at the top of the game for different reasons.
You just can't give me a straight answer, can you?
I can't with that, because that's definitely number one and number 1B.
So who's 1B? Eminem?
I'm gonna say Eminem is 1B.
So then that means Tech Nine is
1A,
the better rapper in your opinion.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, true.
So we got one, y'all. We got one for Smokey.
Yeah. But this came from the 2009 Gathering, and it was the Ice Cube performance. Ooh. And I've actually seen him perform there twice. The second time was iconic in itself, because he had Lil Jon and he did like a much bigger set. But just to be able to see Ice Cube, this legend, for the very first time in my life in 2009, there's just something iconic about it. And he comes out to Natural Born Killers. Ooh. And just the beat. I mean, he had the DJ out there just pumping up the crowd, playing a bunch of dubstep and stuff just to get the crowd hype. And then he finally comes out, and they introduced him as the greatest rapper alive.
I mean,
and
Ice Cube's
it's hard
up
to
there.
argue with that, because you could say whoever's the best rapper, but the greatest rapper might actually be Ice Cube.
And that's up for debate, dude, because he's definitely a staple in the hip-hop community. Yeah. And us being two rappers, y'all have to excuse us if we're being a little biased, because these are people that we grew up idolizing.
Yeah, absolutely, yeah.
I don't know, man.
Iconic performance, though, and I will remember that for the rest of my life.
So, was Tech Nine there?
Oh, yeah.
So, it was Tech Nine, Ice Cube.
Yeah. It was the first time I saw Afro Man, too.
Oh,
that has stuck with me forever. I love Afro Man.
Afro Man puts on a show.
Afro Man is a legend. Yes.
Hold on. How's the song go? Lemon
pound cake. Pound cake. Whoa, pound cake.
Man, check out Lemon Pound Cake if y'all.
Yeah,
And then, of
definitely.
course, everybody know Code
Those are guys,
45 and 268. Baby, that's all we need. We can go to the park after dark, smoking that tumbleweed. Ayy, as the marijuana burn, we can take our turns, singing them dirty rap songs. Stop and hit the bomb like Cheech and Chong and tell takes from here to Hong Kong. Now roll your blunt, take out the seeds and stems. Feeling high as hell, riding through Palmdale, sitting on dating rims. Man, come on, man. How can you not enjoy freaking Afro Man?
Oh,
dude?
dude, Afro Man is the greatest.
How can you not enjoy him? All right, so my number one. Number one. He actually has honorable mentions. I do not, but I don't even need to look at my phone on who it is. Listen,
All right, what you got?
again, another one with Mama Six. I cannot remember if this was a Music Midtown, but this was in Atlanta, and this was Prince.
Oh, man.
And Prince did the entire Purple Rain album. And it rained. It wasn't artificial rain.
Yeah.
It was rain. And just to see him out there, dude. And I remember him sitting on like this bar stool. And he's out there he's not moving around. But when Purple Rain, it's almost like the gods were like, okay, we're not going to rain at all until Purple Rain comes on. And when it comes on, the entire stage goes black and purple. And it didn't rain at all. And y'all, I'm not joking. This was not artificial rain. This was real rain that came down. And he wasn't moving and just sitting on this stool. I never meant to cause you any trouble. I never meant to cause you any pain. And just to see him do that, and dude, when it got to that part, Smokey, I gotta steal the microphone. But when he said, oh, dude, just seeing that with my mama, because my mama put me on that with him. And just to see, like, dude, it's almost like the gods were there and was just like, you are witnessing a freaking legend right now in your home city. And the skies just open. It wasn't raining through any other song. Little Red Corvette, nope, wasn't raining through any of these other songs. But when Purple Rain came on, them damn skies open, and he wasn't doing no movement, just sitting there just killing it, man. I'm talking about, I still get goosebumps to this day watching Prince perform that, dude.
I hate that I never got to see Prince.
Oh
live.
my God, dude. I'm thankful I got to see Prince.
One of the legends I never got to see that I really wanted to.
Dude. That whole album, Purple Rain, the entire album he did. I don't know if it was a festival or what, but I know he did. I know he at least did the hits. This was so long ago and my memory's kind of foggy. I just remember, and it's almost like I was tripping at a young age, and just like God just came out and pulled the sky behind and said, rain. And then he's just up there just, man, I wish y'all could have experienced that. And
Like
if
that
any
Super Bowl performance.
Yeah, it was that. It was that, dude. If any ATLians out there remember that concert or were there at that concert, leave it down in the comment section, because that was one that was just like, wow, dude. Wow.
Dude, all right, I'm going to run through my honorable mentions real quick before we get it, because my number one is absolutely my number one, the best concert I've ever seen in my life. But
I bet I can guess who it is.
Well, wait till I go through the honorable mentions. I had Tool, obviously. Okay. You remember the Centennial Olympic Parks free concerts that we used to run every weekend?
That might have been the Prince one.
It might have been, actually. This was around 2001. I saw Ziggy Marley and Twista together. That was a great performance.
Damn.
Also saw NERD and Papa Roach there one night.
Do they have a song together?
No, they were just co-headlining.
Okay.
Yeah. You know, NERD was doing the rock thing at that point in time.
Damn.
But another birthday bash was 95.5 The Beat of 2006.
You bringing up birthday bashes.
Yeah. Ludacris and Yin Yang Twins were the headliners in 2006. One thing crazy about that is it was all booty music all night. Yin Yang Twins were the co-headliners. Ludacris was the only artist that wasn't booty music, but every single artist before that was booty music, and they were all booty dance. Mostly dudes. There wasn't a lot of women on the stage, but it was mostly dudes booty
He was
dancing.
up there enjoying dudes twerking.
Some people were. And
Why do I feel like I was at that show?
You may have been. I don't know.
Because I feel like they were...
Yeah.
Why do I feel like I was at that show?
I don't know. You might have been.
Anyway,
It was at the Tabernacle. But I also wanted to throw in there my very first metal concert that I ever saw in my life when I was in high school. And it was Limp Bizkit, Seven Dust, and Clutch.
Oh, you've told this one before.
Yeah, I've told that one several times, but I had to throw it in there because I didn't know anything about metal, and I was invited to go because they were like, but this is like rap, so come on out and check the show. So I went with them. And
is this your honorable mention or your number one?
No. You want my number one?
No, hold on. I want to talk about the Papa Roach one for a second.
Okay.
So, did you know about Papa Roach when you first went?
I had heard of them, yeah.
And who were they with? They were with Papa...
NERD.
Papa Roach. That's a weird...
Yeah.
Kinda...
yeah, they always, like... Ziggy Marley and Twista didn't really go together.
No.
You wouldn't really hear them touring together.
I don't know. You put
those
Ziggy...
free concerts were... They would just... Whoever's big at the time, they'd throw them out there.
You put Ziggy with Nas.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, come on, bruh.
What a great album that was.
That fire. That song. Yeah. That whole album is fire. We have no clue what we're saying, but it's hard, dude.
Yeah.
Yes, let's hear your number one.
Number one is actually from a gathering of 2011.
Whoop, whoop.
And it was George Clinton and the P-Funk All-Stars.
Was the crack smoke flowing or what?
In some cases, yes.
Okay, tell me why, Smoke.
Because it's George Clinton. It's the most iconic funk artist who ever lived. The guy actually invented a new genre of psychedelic funk. It's George Clinton. Do I need to say anything else? Being able to see... It's like Prince. Being able to see such an icon, especially that day and age, it was 2011. Being able to see an icon of that level in that day, and I mean, he must have been 70-something by then.
Killed it, probably.
Killed it, absolutely. He couldn't really move around like he used to.
You don't need to.
Doesn't need to.
Bro, that's like with Prince. Prince literally, he can move, but he just sat on that stool and was just like,
yeah.
I don't need to move. Yeah. Just enjoy this.
Y'all know I can dance, but let me do this right now. Yeah. The thing is when they came out, it was cool because they had these giant like mascots that would run around the stage. They would have like these humongous heads on them. It'd be like an alien with a big blunt hanging out his mouth or whatever, and they'd dance around the stage. They did the dancing, whereas George Clinton couldn't really do it anymore. So George Clinton, he would come out and he started performing, and everybody's like, who is that? And they were like, one of the hype men actually said, y'all don't realize it. This is George Clinton. He's an old man now. He said this on stage.
Oh, wow.
He's like, he's an old man now. He doesn't have the crazy dreadlocks all colorful anymore. He was just a gray hair old man.
And that's still a great musician.
Yeah.
Didn't you?
And everybody's like, that's George Clinton.
Didn't you smoke weed with George Clinton?
No. I got to meet the whole band, though. I got to tell George how much I appreciate everything he did for music and whatever.
I mean, he's still with us though, right?
Yeah,
absolutely. Man, George Clinton's a freaking legend.
He is,
Shout out
man.
Parliament Funk, dude.
Yeah, but yeah, just the most iconic artist I've ever seen in person. Got to shake his hand, got to talk to him. Probably, the highlight of my life, man.
Did he call you a jive turkey?
Nah, man, I wish he would have.
Damn, dude.
If I'd have thought about it, I'd be like, can you please call me a jive turkey?
Just call me a jive turkey, son of a...
Yeah.
Heck yeah, man.
But yeah, man, such a great concert.
Dude, I feel you though, man. It's like our number one shows, concerts that we actually got to experience ourselves. They mean something to us. Like, in your situation, seeing, George Clinton, you're like, dude, this is George Clinton. This is someone who kind of invented a genre.
He did, yeah.
And worked with one of my favorite bassists of all time, Bootsy Collins. Worked with Bootsy Collins and made great music and was kind of in the psychedelic blues reign. And this is, I'm going to say it because you're not, but this is when we partaked in substances, you know what I mean? So for you to experience that and shake his hand, I bet you were like, dude,
like I said, highlight of my life. You gotta think, this guy goes all the way back to Motown and the doo-wop era, and he transformed what he was doing then to fit the psychedelic movement that was happening. He came up with psychedelic funk, and how many artists tried to do that after him?
A lot. But how many did it as well as he did?
I don't think there will ever be another George Clinton.
See, in your situation with George Clinton, look at it how I felt with Prince. Like, I remember the first time hearing Prince. I might have been like 11, and we went to North Myrtle Beach. This is when y'all remember the yellow CD players that was anti-skip, you could shake. And my mom was like, just listen to this. And I was like, okay, cool. It's a 5-hour drive from Atlanta, and 4.5, 5 hour. But she just said, just listen to this. So I played this album repeatedly, and I remember it was Purple Rain, and I remember we got to the hotel and it was late. It might have been like 8:30, 9 o'clock. Yes, that's not late, but 8:30, 9 o'clock, you can't go to the beach because my mom and my stepdad, they retired. My step siblings, they were all ready to go to bed. So my mom and my stepdad had a room, and then me and my step siblings had a room. And I'm still playing. I done played Purple Rain, the album, at least 6 times. At least. So I remember everyone's upstairs. My mom and stepdad, they got their room. Me and my step siblings got their room. And I'm like, you know what? I'm going to go down to the pool. We're going to go to the beach in the morning. So I'm going to go down to the pool. Dude, there was no one in the pool. It was a jacuzzi. And I got my little yellow headset on with my battery. I just changed out a fresh new set of batteries. I mean, they were fresh, dude. And I'm just sitting there just like, this is... Like, because I'm used to rap music at this time. And I'm hearing Prince, and I'm like, this is the greatest ever. And I'm in this dude, I felt like Scarface. I'm sitting in this jacuzzi, like 11, 12 years old with these, and I'm like, just hearing all these phenomenal songs. Little Nicky, man, all these great songs. And when I'm doing it, it's just like, man, this is great. So for me to experience that at the age of 11 or 12 by myself in a jacuzzi in Florence, South Carolina, with my family on a vacation, and then 4 or 5 years later, my mom says, hey, let's go see Prince live. When I go see Prince live, I'm like, do you know the memories you have given to me? I have made love to Prince. Have you ever made love to Parliament Funk? I would say not.
I don't know. I might have, actually.
I ain't never made love to be funk.
It's a different kind, though. It's not the
bone chicka. Yours is more bone chicka bow bow. Man, but I don't know, dude.
The place, like, this was in Illinois, right? It was right southern Illinois, like just across the Kentucky line. And when Atomic Dog came on, I mean, probably their most iconic song. I swear you could have probably heard that crowd from Cleveland, Ohio.
A mile away. 2 miles away.
Exactly.
But yeah, it just shows that we both admire good freaking music and good freaking performances, dude.
Icons, man.
Man, when you see them live, because you heard Parliament Funk before you actually shook his hand, before you saw him perform. I heard and had great times with Prince's music before I actually saw him. I never got the opportunity to shake his hand like you did with P-Funk, but god dang, dude, it really means something to where you get a band that, and honestly, Tool was kind of there with that with me as well with Prince. It's like the band, and then when you go see the band, it's like I don't know who this dude was sitting next to me when we saw Tool, but me and this dude, we didn't say one word. We didn't say one word, but me and one drive to stay alive. Have no clue what this guy's name is, but damn it, we bonded, man.
And Shane McMahon, right over there.
Oh yeah, little Shane. I remember that. That is right.
That was so funny. He kept nudging his wife like,
Watch this part. Watch this one.
Watch this.
And she's like, yes, honey. It's good, honey. Yes.
She's like, yes, I get it. You're into that.
No. Watch this one. Yes, honey. It's good. Dude, we got to go see Tool again, man.
Yeah, absolutely.
All right, guys. Let's do some WTF here, Smoke Dog.
Uh-huh.
Let's do some WTF. Now, again, guys, leave your month and your birthday down in the comment section, and we will read some WTF. It's not what the fuck, but it's what the
Florida.
100%. Now, let's see what we got for what the Florida today. Let's see here as soon as I can figure out how to remember how to work my phone because I'm excited about Prince and Parliament Funk.
Oh, man. She did the freak. Never missing a beat.
Yeah. Dude, you remember Good Burger?
Yeah.
They did that.
That might have been
when
the
they
first
were in
time.
the crazy
Yes.
asylum doing it, dude.
Yes.
That was great, man.
He just come out.
Yeah. Man, heck yeah,
It
dude.
didn't work. No.
No. I have completely forgot how to work my phone.
Did you?
Yes, I did. Okay, all right. You ready for this one?
Yeah.
All right, so first WTF comes from Tracy Norman, 1455. Tracy Norman, 1455 says, love Prince. Yes, we were just
Yeah.
talking about Prince.
Absolutely.
Love Prince. He played most of the instruments on the album. His first two albums from 78 to 79, he played all the instruments and did all the vocals. With his third album, Dirty Mind, he started getting minimal help from others. It wasn't until Purple Rain, his fifth album, that he really started letting band members play more, but he still did a lot of it himself. By the way, my birthday is 7/31.
All right.
So
July 31st.
Tracy Norman, 1455. No, 30. I'm sorry.
Oh, 30?
7/30. Yes.
Okay.
Tracy Norman birthday. What the Florida for 7/30?
All right. Let me bring up this article right here. It says, Florida man tries to buy Rolex watches with check printed from home computer. A Florida man walked into a car dealership in Okaloosa County.
Why you
in the
say it like
Panhandle.
that?
Yes, I don't even know how you say it. Okaloosa. In the Panhandle, left in a Porsche after paying with a check printed from his home computer. They let
him ride.
He was 42 years old. He was arrested for grand theft of a motor vehicle. And where are the Rolex, though?
I don't care. The fact that you printed out your own check and got away with a freaking...
They had determined that he had purchased a Porsche 911 Turbo from a Porsche dealership.
For $139,203.05.
Yeah.
Hey, bro, you kind
So
of got...
apparently he bought a lot of stuff. He also printed a check for $61,521 to the jeweler in Miramar Beach, attempting to purchase Rolex watches.
Guys, don't print checks on your own printer.
Yeah, that's not a good idea.
In a way, we got to say, though, that dude got away with...
He got away with a lot before he got caught.
A lot before he got caught, because that is definitely grand,
Yeah, grand
theft
theft.
auto, grand
Yeah,
theft.
Grand Theft Auto and Grand Theft.
A lot of grands.
Yeah.
That was Tracy Norman's 1455 birthday. Now, the next one we got, Smoke Dog. We got Darren Terez as 7774. Darren Terez as 774 says, I would have to go Freddie Mercury Queen, Bruce Dickinson Iron Maiden, Jeff Tate Queensryche. So many 80s fronters messed up their vocals during that decade. There are so many who can still rock the stage. Great show. My birthday is October 28th. Darren Terez 7774. Here's What the Florida on October 28th. Your birthday.
All right. It says a Florida man arrested after leaving pizza trail of clues for deputies.
Oh, Lord.
Daytona, Florida. A pizza-eating suspect responsible for a pair of car break-ins was caught after deputies followed a trail of evidence in Daytona.
What was it, pepperoni? Like, here's a pepperoni
He
here.
just kept dropping pepperoni. He was arrested on Wednesday after being caught walking down the street carrying victims' credit cards and IDs. The victims reported the car break-ins around 7:30 on Jefferson Avenue. Deputies with the Volusia County Sheriff's Office responded to the scene, discovered the car Center console was open. So, authorities also noticed an empty pizza box.
What is going on in Florida, damn it?
So, yeah, he got caught. Oh, it was also a 9mm handgun. That's going to add to your charges there,
I mean,
bro.
what was he like trying to feed the police, like Jack and Jill,
Probably.
like leaving, here's a
Like the
piece of
Zodiac
cheese.
killer, just leaving little clues.
Yeah, a little
So,
clue,
yeah.
making out. He's sending postcards to the police station with a long piece of like anchovy and
Yeah.
a celery or like
It's the pizza bandit.
the pizza bandit. Yeah. All right, so we got one more for WTF. We got Bonnie Bennett 6866. Bonnie Bennett 6866 says podcast trivia. Trivia from the Trash Talkers to you. On videos you have done. My birthday is 5/8. So
right.
Bonnie Bennett 6866. Your birthday. What happened in Florida? What the Florida on 5/8?
All right. First one that comes up is Florida man blames demons after beating pregnant girlfriend for playing Xbox.
I'm give up. I'm done. I'm done with this segment.
A Florida man claimed demons took over his body before he attacked his pregnant girlfriend.
Why?
For turning off an Xbox video game console before bedtime, authorities say. He was arrested Saturday night at his home in Hudson, the Pasco County Sheriff's Office said. Douglas told deputies he was blacked out during the beating. Demons had taken control of his body. They reported citing an arrest report. He claimed he couldn't remember the incident.
Listen, hold on 1 second. Trash Talkers, I need y'all to just do me a favor. Again, shout out Bonnie Bennett.
Yeah.
6866, because thank you for leaving your birthday down in the comment and letting us read this crazy ass Florida man story. Guys, please leave your birthday down in the comment section so we can read what the Florida on your birthday. But Bonnie Bennett, do us a favor and just Google the picture of this guy.
Yeah.
He looks like he. You know what? Let me.
He looks like he might have been possessed. I don't know.
Yeah, he.
Yeah. Let's play drugs or
No,
mental
let's
illness.
not. No, not on this dude,
Yeah.
man. Listen, this was a good podcast. Again, guys, don't forget to leave your birthdays down in the comment section so we can read them on the next podcast and do What the Florida, because we love hearing what crazy stories happen on What the Florida on your birthday,
Yeah,
man. This was a
absolutely.
good one. And also, guys, let us know what your top three your concerts or shows or festivals that you've been to down in the comment section. Or Smoke, you got anything else?
I think that's it for this week.
That's it, guys. Let us know what's next. Yeah, leave us some I don't know what the hell I was just about to say, but leave us some comments on what if y'all have any ideas on what we should do next for the next podcast
yes.
down in the comment section.
Absolutely.
And with that being said, my name's Barringer Hollywood 6. Bye.
I am Larry Smokey Ramirez.
And we are
over
and
out.
Deuces.
Yeah. We'll go do the freak now.
Please don't.
Do the freak. Never missing out beats. Yeah.